हेलो गाइज, वेलकम टू माय चैनल सीएससी टेक सॉल्यूशन में। आज के वीडियो में बताने वाला हूँ एसक्यूएल क्या होता है। एसक्यूएल आज के एसक्यूएल सर्वर के ट्यूटोरियल में बताने वाला हूँ व्हाट इज एसक्यूएल, एसक्यूएल कहाँ यूज करते हैं, क्यों हम लोग पढ़ते हैं और क्यों हम लोग एसक्यूएल को जानते हैं एसक्यूएल के नाम से, और क्यों हम एसक्यूएल सीक्वल से एसक्यूएल बना। चलो आज के वीडियो में हम डिस्कस करते हैं व्हाट इज एसक्यूएल। SQL is used to perform the operation on the records stored in a database, such as updating records, inserting records, deleting records, and creating records and modifying records, database, table, view, etc. Now, SQL is not a database system, but it is a query language. Suppose you want to perform the query of a SQL on the stored data in a any database management system in your system. For example, Oracle, MySQL, MongoDB, PostgreSQL, SQL Server, DB2. MongoDB is a NoSQL database management system. This database language is mainly designed for maintaining the data in relational database management system. It is a special tool used by the data processor for handling structured data which is stored in a form of table. It is also designed for stream processing in RDBMS. Now let's say why we are studying about SQL. Nowadays, SQL is widely used in data science and analytics. Following are these reasons which I explain why it is widely used. Now let's see below why we are SQL. The basic use of SQL for data professional and SQL use it is insert, update, and delete data from the relational database. Now next point, SQL allows the data processor and users to relative data from the relational database management system. Now let's say next point, it also helps them to describe the unstructured data. It allows SQL user to create, drop, manipulate the data in its table. Now next point, it also helps the creating view and stored procedure and function in relational database. Now next point, it allows to define the data and modifying the stored data in the relational database. Now next point, it also allows SQL user to set permission and constraint on the table, columns, view, and stored position. Now, model of data for use relational model of data for large stored shared data bank was a paper which was published by the great computer scientist E.F. Codd in 1970. ये E.F. Codd के द्वारा, ये कंप्यूटर के बहुत महान साइंटिस्ट थे जो E.F. Codd को 1970 में डेवलप किया गया. Now, the IBM researcher Raymond Boyce and Donald Campbell originally developed the SQL. This stands for Structured English Query Language. After their learning from the paper given by E.F. Codd, and they both developed the SQL at the St. Joe's Research Laboratory of the IBM Corporation in 1970. Now, at this end of 1970, a relational software developed their own first SQL using the concept of E.F. Codd, Raymond Boyce, and Donald Campbell. This SQL was totally based on the RDBMS. Now let's study about the process of SQL. When we are executing the command of SQL on any relational database management system, then the system automatically finds the best routine to carry out the request, and the SQL engine will determine how to interpret that particular commands. Now let's study about the structured query language. Contains the following four components in its process. Now, how to process the data language by the DBMS. Now let's study. First point is a query dispatcher. Next point is a optimization engine. Next point is a classic query engine. Next point SQL query engines. Now let's see this figure and how process the data in the image and store in a physical database. Let's see and understand about it. Now some SQL commands. Now let's study about some SQL command. The SQL command help the creating and managing the database. The most command widely used and highly used in these commands: the create command and update command, delete command, select command, drop command, insert command. These all are the perform. Study about the create command. This command help in the creating new database, new table view, and other object that of the database. Now let's study about the update command. This command help in updating or changing the records data in the database. Now let's study about the delete command. This command help in removing or erasing the data saved records from the database table. It erases the single or multiple tuple from the table of the database. Now let's study about select command. It is used to retrieve the data from the database. This command help in accessing the single or multiple rows from one or more multiple table of the table database. We can also use this command which is the where clause. ये वेयर क्लॉज यूज करते हैं फिल्टर लगाने के लिए, वेयर मल्टीपल कंडीशन यूज करते हैं वेयर क्लॉज को और डेटा को इंस्क्रिप्ट करने के लिए. नाउ लेट्स स्टडी अबाउट द ड्रॉप कमांड. दिस कमांड हेल्प इन डिलीटिंग एन एंटायर टेबल व्यू एंड अदर ऑब्जेक्ट्स फ्रॉम द डेटाबेस. नाउ लेट्स स्टडी अबाउट द इंसर्ट कमांड. This command help in inserting the data or records into the database table. We can easily insert the records in single as well as multiple rows of the table. Now let's study about the SQL, difference between SQL and NoSQL. Now let's see this data to understand how the SQL difference from the NoSQL and NoSQL database and SQL database, how to perform the operation, how store the data in a database. Now let's first point is in SQL relational database management system, and next while NoSQL is a relational data on distributed management system. Now let's study about the SQL query language used in this database system in a structured query language. Now let's study next point. NoSQL, the query language used in the NoSQL database system in no declarative language. Now let's study about the next point is in SQL the schema of SQL database is a predefined, fixed and static. Now next study the schema of NoSQL database is the dynamic schema for unstructured data. Now in SQL the database are vertically scalable in that stored the column or row, and now in the NoSQL the database are horizontally scalable. It is the stored in the collection and document and tuples. It is the database type of the SQL is the form of the tables in the form of the row and column, and NoSQL, the database type of NoSQL is the form of the document, key value and graph. It is stored the key value in and graph. And now let's study about the in SQL it follow the ACID model. Now let's study about the in NoSQL it follow the base model. And now in SQL complex query are easily managed the SQL database, and in NoSQL database can't handle complex query. In SQL this database is not best choice for hierarchical. It is not stored the hierarchical base. NoSQL database perfect option storing hierarchical data. NoSQL it is NoSQL perfect option to store the hierarchical data. Now let's study about the all SQL database required object relational mapping. In database required the object relational mapping. And next point is in NoSQL many NoSQL database do not require object relational mapping. Now let's study about the Gauge, Circle, CI, Host, etc. are the top enterprise that are using this query language. And next in NoSQL, Airbnb, Uber, Kickstarter are the top enterprise that are using this query language. And in SQL use database SQLite, MS SQL, Oracle, PostgreSQL, MySQL and SQL Server are the example of the SQL database. And in NoSQL, Redis, MongoDB, HBase, Bigtable, Couchable, Cassandra are the example of the NoSQL database management system. Now let's study about the how advantage of the SQL. SQL provide various advantages which make it the more particular in the field of the database. It is the perfect query language which allow data professional and user to communicate with the database. Following are the best advantage of or benefits of the structured query language. Now first point is advantage of SQL. No programming needed. There is no programming needed, only less required the programming. SQL doesn't require a large number of the coding lines for the managing the database system. We can easily access and maintain the database by using simple query syntactical rules. These simple rules make the SQL user friendly. Now let's study next point is high speed query process. A large amount of data it accessed quickly and efficiently from the database by using SQL query. Insertion, deletion and updation operation on data are also performed in less time. Now let's study about the next point of the advantage of SQL standardized language. SQL follow the long established standard of the ISO and ANSI which offer a uniform platform across the to all its users. Next point of portability. The structured query language can be easily used desktop computer, laptop, tablet, and even if it's a smartphone. It can also be used with the other application according to user requirement. Now let's study about the interaction. We can easily learn and understand the SQL language. We can easily also use this language for communicating with the database because it is a simple query language. This language is also used for receiving the answer to complex query in few seconds. Now let's study about the next point of the advantage of SQL. More than one data view. in their SQL more than one data view. We can see the more than one data and relation of data we can see. The SQL language has also help in making the multiple view of the database structure for the different database user. Now let's study about the disadvantage of SQL. While the advantage of SQL, it is also has some disadvantage which are as follows. First is the cost. The operation cost of some SQL version is high. That's why some programming can't use a structured query language. Now next point is a disadvantage of the SQL interface is complex. In that the complex, very complex in SQL as compared to NoSQL. Another big advantage is that interface structured query language is difficult, which make it difficult for SQL user to manage it. Now let's study about the next point of the disadvantage of the SQL. The business rules are hidden, so the data professional and users who are using this query language can't have fulfilled database control. How to install the SQL server in our system and where you have to download the SQL server. Now let's open your any browser in your system and now go on search bar and search on the SQL Server Management System in SQL Server in 2019 Express and go first link and click on download button, and here is my in system download and go through and click there and open. Here it is open, and now click on basic and accept their terms and condition, and here is the file location where it is installed in our system SQL Server 2019, and go and choose your where you have to install there. Click on the install button, and here is the installing in my system this Express Edition SQL Server. Here is the downloading in our system, and it is progressing my system to download. It will take time something, and it is downloading here. And if you have in your broadband and Wi-Fi connection, then it will download easily and fast. And if you are using your mobile Wi-Fi, then it will slow download in our system. And now let's complete the successful download, and after it will installing. यहाँ पर मेरा सिस्टम इंस्टॉल होने लगा after downloading successfully, and it will installing my system. If it is your fast system, then it will definitely less time to install in your system. It will take time less. It is automatically done in your system after clicking the install button. Now after coming successfully installing in my system, it will see connection string, server and log folder, and installation media folder, and here is the version of the and where it is present in my system. It is a location. Now let's connect it in our system. It is connected, and now you have to install the SSMS in our system to file, and where you have to write the SQL code here, and now you have to download this SSMS, and now go for the downloading this icon, this link, and download. And now start here the downloading process, and here the take time. It is a 473 MB. It will something time. If you have if you have a Wi-Fi connection, then it will definitely to download the less time. In my system completed to download it, and click on here, and it is downloaded. And now let's search in our system, and it will SQL Server Management System in 2019, my SQL Server Management Studio in 19 April. Now it is downloaded in my system already. If you have it downloaded, and then it will the on go, and you can go for the, and here now search in SQL Server and click on that, and it is open our system. Now it is open my system, and now here is the open in my system. Here you can connect this to database. Connected. Now click on that to write the query in SQL Server. Here you can write all the query whatever you find the database, and in the front of database studio SSMS, it is a SSMS. Now SQL syntax. Now we have to how to write in our SQL command in database. Now let's study about it. When you want to sum operation on the data in the database, then you must have to write the query in the predefined syntax of SQL. First is the syntax of the structured query language is a unique set of the rule and guidelines which is not a case sensitive. Its syntax is defined and maintained by the ISO and ANSI standards. So का full form होता है इंटरनेशनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन फॉर इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन, एंड एनसी का फुल फॉर्म होता है अमेरिकन नेशनल स्टैंडर्ड्स इंस्टीट्यूट स्टैंडर्ड्स. Following are some most important points about the SQL syntax which are to remember. Now how to write the code and how to write the query in our database. Now let's study about it. You can write the keyword of the SQL in both the uppercase and lowercase, but writing the SQL keyword in uppercase improve the readability of the SQL query. Now next point is SQL statement or syntax are depends on text line. We can place a single SQL statement on one or multiple text line. Now next point is you can perform most of the action in a database which is SQL statement. Now next point is SQL syntax depends on relational algebra and tuples, relational calculus. Now let's start SQL statement. SQL statement tell the database what operation you want to perform on the structured data and what information you would like to access from the database. The statement of SQL are very simple and easy to use and understand. They are like plain English but with a particular syntax. Example of SQL statement: select command, and first is the column name, and first is select keyword and column name and from keyword and table name. Now this is the syntax of the SQL command to retrieve the data. And now first we have to study about the SQL create database, how to create in our SQL database SQL server. Now let's how to create in database. Now we have to study about it. In SQL, the create database statement is the first step for storing the structured data in the database. Syntax of create database statement is in SQL: create database, this is the first keyword create, second keyword database, it is a database name. Now by this command we can create the database in our SQL server and any database system. Now how to drop the database, now how to delete entire database in our system. Only whatever you have to select there and you have to delete database. The SQL drop database statement deletes the existing database permanently from the database system. This statement delete all the view and tables if you stored in database, so be careful while using this query in SQL. First is a drop. This command is a drop database name. When we are going to delete the database, now we have to write this command how to delete the database entire whole of the data, like a view, table and whatever existing in database. It will automatically delete when by this command drop database name. And now we have drop database statement. We can by this command we can delete the multiple database in from our system. And now let's after sometimes we'll discuss and practice now statement. This is the and how to show our database in our system. By this command show databases, we can see all the database in our system. Now how to create the database in our system. Now let's see this command. By this command we can create the database. By this command we can delete the database. Now by this command how to use, where we have to use this, where we are present in the workspace in database. It is by using this command we can reach their things. And after this, by this command we can show all the database in our system. The name, first of all, when we are coming in our database management system, then we will click on that. Then after clicking this we are going to new workspace now, and this window, it is the database window. And after when we are going to create this command, then after it is create the database, first of all it is already present. First this command, by using this command we can drop the database, and first we have to this, by using this command we can create the database now successfully created, and this command we can delete the database first, and this is successfully deleted from our data, from the data system, this databases. And after first we have to create this database and go for delete, and after go for delete, and now where you have I want to use this database, first this database select and run this database. Now we are present in this database, and now after the running this command we can reach the, so after running this command it will show the all the database from in our database. Now see, let's see all the database presenting here. Now where our database, this is the last our database. Now how to rename the database. Now let's study about it. In some situation database user and administrator want to change the name of the database for the some technical reasons. So the rename database statement in SQL is to change the name of the existing database. Syntax of rename database in SQL: alter database and old name of the database and modify name, keyword equal to new database name. Now after in our MySQL, rename database old name database to rename new name database in this. And now SQL select database, any database user administrator can easily select a particular database from the current database server using the use statement in SQL. Syntax of use statement in SQL: use database name, use keyword or database name, it is a name of the database. How? Now let's practical in our system. First we have to go how to rename the database in our system. First of all, in our present DBM name, and after this statement we can rename our database. And now use the command, this the database name dbn1 has been set. Now it is just change our database name. Now after clicking this one, we can, after running this command we can easily, and you can see this it is present in our database. It is just select a window to how select the database name. How to create the table in a database, what is the table. Now let's start the video today. SQL table. SQL table is a collection of data organized in the terms of row and column. In DBMS terms, table is known as a relation and row as a tuple. Now let's understand this line. Table has a specified number of columns but can have any number of rows. Now table is a simple form of data storage. A table is also considered as a convenient representation of a relation. Now let's understand about the SQL command hierarchy. Now let's first is a DDL. DDL it is a stands for the data definition language. It is work on the table and define a structure of table. Now let's understand DML. DML is stands for the DML stands for the data manipulation language. It is a work on the data. It is a how to create a table. It totally work on data manipulation, manipulate the data. And now let's understand about a DCL. DCL is used to if you want to take permission from the administrator, then it will take run this command, and if you revoke the command, then it will revoke use this. Let's understand TCL. TCL is a transaction control language. Now let's start the TCL is a transaction control language. It is use this command commit, rollback and save point. Now let's start the, and today we are going to focus on the create DDL command, create and drop. After next video we will focus on this 3 command. And now let's start the SQL create table. SQL create table statement is to create a table in database. It is a create a table by the create table command. Now let's start the, if you want to create a table, if you should name and table define its column and each column's data type. Now this template is used to define the table, and first is use command create table and table name. And now let's understand about it. Create table students and ID int not null is a constant, int is a data type. Now let's start the practical for this table. And now let's start the practical how to create the table in our database. Now by this command we can create the table in our database. First is understand our id, int is a data type, and not null is a constant, and so on. And db, by using this command we can shift the database in our system whatever the present, and we can create the table by executing this command. We can shift, it is already present, then it will not create the same data, this type of error. And by this command we can show the table from the database and schema of the table. Now by this command we can delete the table from the database. SQL drop table, a drop table statement is used to delete the table definition and all data from a table. This is a very important to note that once a table is deleted, all the information available in table is lost forever. So we have to very careful when using this command. Now by this command we can drop the table from the database. And now let's start the SQL delete table. And the delete statement is used to delete the row from the table. If you want to remove the specific row from the table, you should use the where clause condition. And now by this command we can delete the specific row from the table, and by this command we can delete the entire row from the to truncate the table, how to add column in a table, how to modify column in a table, how to drop column in a table. Now let's start today's video. SQL truncate table. A truncate SQL statement is used to remove all row complete data from a table. It is similar to the delete statement with no where clause. A similar where no clause delete command के through without delete where clause delete command is similar truncate table. Now let's start the truncate table versus delete table. Now truncate table is faster and uses lesser resource than delete table commands. Now let's truncate table vs drop table. Drop table command can also be used to delete complete table, but it is a delete table structure too. Truncate table delete the structure of the table. Now let's by this command syntax of the truncate table, how to delete the overall data from the database in a table. And now truncate table name, by this command we can delete all the table from the table. Now let's start now let's say practical today. It is by this command we can select all the data from the database. Now let's start. Now truncate by this command we can delete all the data from the table. By this command it is successfully run. Now let's see all the table, it is empty in our table. Now how to copy the table, SQL copy table, how to copy table all the data from another table. Now let's start. If you want to copy the data of one SQL table into another SQL table in a same SQL server, then it is possible by using the select into a statement in SQL. The select into a statement is a structured query language copy of the content from the existing table into the new table. SQL create the new table by using the structure of the existing table. Syntax of select into a statement in SQL: select a star into new table name from new old table name. We can by this command we can copy all the data table from the one table to another table. Now let's start practical today. By this command we can select one table to another table, all the data copy one table to another, select a star into students. This is a new table from the existing table students. Now start the and now show the all data from student SSS. Select a star from a student. See the data, it is an empty data, it is not any data in a student. Now let's see, it is not any data, that's why it is a not coming data, but it is all the schema copy in the table. You can insert data in a table in the table that it. Now let's start SQL temp table. The concept of a temp table is introduced by SQL Server. It helps developer in many ways. Temporary tables can be created at runtime and can do all kinds of operation that normal table can do. These temporary tables are created inside the tempdb database. There are two types of temp table based on the behavior and scope. Local temp variable, global temp variable. Local temp variable, local temp table are only available at the current connection time. It automatically deleted when user disconnected from the instances. It started with hash sign. Now let's see here the started hash sign. Create table, local temp table. Whatever it is, normal table, like we can describe all the schema, constant and data type. These all are the same as other table. It is a normal table. Now let's start the global temp variable. Global temp table name start with the double hash. Once this table is created, it likes a permanent table. It is always ready for the all user and not deleted until the total connection is withdrawn. Create table double hash new table, global temp table, and this is also created at after local temp variable like SQL alter table. The alter table statement is a structured query language. All allows you to add, modify and delete column of the existing table. This statement also allows a database user to add and remove various SQL concept and existing table. Now alter table add column statement in SQL. In many situations, you may require to add the column in the existing table instead of creating a whole table or database. Again, you can easily add single and multiple column using the add keyword. This syntax of alter table add column statement in SQL. Alter table name add column definition. We can add the multiple column in a table, and by this command we can add the single column in a table. Now let's and alter table modify the column statement in SQL, and the modify keyword is used to changing the column definition and existing table. Now syntax of alter table modify column statement in SQL. Alter table name, alter column name, column definition. Alter table name, and we can by this command we can modify the multiple column at a time. By this command we can modify the table at a time once. Now alter table drop column statement in SQL. In many situations you may require to delete the column from the existing table. Instead of deleting the whole table or database, you can use drop keyword you can use drop keyword for deleting the column. Syntax of alter table drop column statement in SQL. Alter table name, drop column name. Now by this command we can drop the single column at a time. Now let's start the practical in this video. And first of all, by this command we can add the new column in a database. Alter table students address. I want to address in a student table of the students address column. And first by this command we can add the command is successfully run. We select. I want to select the or let's see the table where it is add the address column. Select from students. It is added address column like this, and if you want to modify the column new constant, then it will by this command you can modify that column. The command successfully run. And if you want to alter drop the column, then it will drop the column that particular command that now let's see this. By this command we can see the table of a schema. It is an empty table and not in a data any, and also delete the address column. Now by this command we can add the address column, and we can see the by this command select all the data, and we can see the data it all address is added. Now we can by this command we can change the data of the constant, and by this command we can delete all the data from all the column. By this command you can delete the column in a table. एसक्यूएल सर्वर के ट्यूटोरियल में व्हाट इज ऑर्डर बाय क्लॉज एंड व्हाट इज ग्रुप बाय क्लॉज एंड हैविंग क्लॉज के बारे में समझने वाले हैं. व्हाट इज द ऑर्डर बाय क्लॉज. नाउ लेट्स स्टार्ट द मूव द वीडियो. एंड SQL order by clause. Whenever we want to sort the record based on the column sorted in the table of the SQL database, then we have to consider the order by clause in a SQL. Now let's the order by clause in a SQL will help us to sort the records based on the specific column of a table. This means that all the values sorted in the column on which we are apply order by clause will be sorted, and the corresponding column value will be displayed in the sequence in which we have obtained the value in the earlier step. Now let's start the using order by clause. We can sort the records in ascending and descending order as per our requirement. The record will be sorted in the ascending order whenever the ASC keyword is with order by clause. DESC keyword will sort the record in descending order. Now in order by clause, it is to sort the column according to ascending and descending order. Now by this command we can sort the column according to column in a ascending order. By this command we can sort the column by descending order. Now let's move forward for the practical. Now let's first of all I have to select the database. Use database dbn my database. Now start select it is selected in my database. Now first of all use the select column name first student first name tab from a student order by first name. Now I want to AC ascending order. By this command we can show the all the data ascending order. In the ascending order, first of all you can see the and these all are the coming the data according to alphabetic. It is ascending order. When I use here the DESC command, DEC keyword, then it will sort the data descending the order. Now let's see, you can see the first of all coming the letter Y and V, and again you can see this V and A. It is a sort the column by first name, and by the order by it is so the data descending order. If I use here the ascending order, then it will show the data according to sorted order and lexicographically. Now let's move the next point. Now let's start the group by clause and having clause. First of all we have to understand the before understanding the group by and having clause, then we have to understand the aggregate function. What is the aggregate function? Now let's move for the understanding the group aggregate function. Aggregate function, it is the predefined function to calculate the automatic data whenever it is used the aggregate function. Now let's first of all you have to, whenever you use the count function, then it will count the overall column, overall the row present in our table, and it is to return the integer single value. And first of all when it run it, then it will show the number of column present in the data table, present in the table 5. Now let's move the average function. It is the it is get the overall data of the marks average and of the students, get the return the data. And now let's run it, then show the data average of the 83 of the students marks. Now move the for the maximum function, max function. It is get the maximum marks of the students, show the data, and whenever who the student get the maximum marks in a exam, any exam in each subject, then it will show the, when let's run it and show the data, it is get the highest 90 marks. Now let's move for the min function. It is return the data of the student minimum marks. Now let's move run it and show the data, and it is 70. Here the minimum marks of the students 60. Now let's move for the sum function. It is get the overall column of the data. You show the summation of the marks of the students. Now let's get the data and run it. Let's run it to this command and show the data of the students. It is the overall column of the data, overall of the column marks of the students. Now let's move for the group by function. Now let's move for the group by clause. In SQL, the group by statement is used for organizing similar data into groups. The data is part for the organized with the help of equivalent function. It means if different row in a precise column have the same values, it will arrange those row in a group. Then it will show we have to follow the three condition, and where it is right the where group clause, and or when it's come the order by clause. Now let's the select statement is to group by clause in a SQL query. Where clause is placed before group by where clause in SQL, and order by clause is placed after the group by clause in a SQL. It is come the after group by function, and where clause become the before group by clause. Now let's move for the syntax of the group by. First of all, we have to use here the select column 1 column, and here the use the aggregate function column 2, and from and here where condition group by and order by. There is the syntax of the all the group by clause and order by clause. Now let's move for the having clause. Having clause in SQL, the having clause places the condition in the group defined by the group by clause in the select statement. This SQL clause is implemented after group by clause in the select statement. This clause is used in the SQL because we cannot use the where clause with the SQL aggregate function. But both where and having clause are used for the filtering the records in SQL query. Now first of all, you have to understand the having and where clause, difference between the having and where clause. The difference between the where and having clause in the database is the most important question asked during in IT interview. Whenever we are going to given the interview, then it is most important to ask in our interview having and where clause about it. And now first of all, the following table shows the comparisons between these two clauses, but the main difference is that the where clause uses the condition for filtering the records before any grouping are made, while having clause uses a condition for filtering value from a group. Now let's move for the having difference between having and where clause. The having clause is used the database system to fetch the data value from a group according to the given condition. Now let's move for where clause. The where clause is used to database system to fetch the data value from a table according to the given condition. In a having clause, the having clause is always executed with the group by clause. But where clause can be executed without the group by function, group by clause. In the having clause, the having clause can be include SQL aggregate function in a SQL query or a statement, but in a where clause we can't use the aggregate function with the where clause in a statement. Now first in a having clause we can only use select a statement with the having clause for filtering the records, but in a where clause, whereas we can easily use where clause with the update, delete and select a statement. In a having clause, the having clause is used in the SQL query after group by clause, but in a Where clause, the where clause is always used before the group by clause in the SQL query. In the having we can implement this SQL clause in a column operation, but where clause we can implement this SQL clause in a row operation. Here it is use the a next pointer having clause. It is filter post filter, but where clause it is a pre filter, and having clause it is used filter groups, but in where clause it is used to filter the single record of the table. Now let's move for the now syntax of the having clause and group by clause. And now let's move for the practical of the having clause. Here the having clause it is used the select city account select city. It is a count the number of cities present in the evidence, and now let's count it. And first of all, let's run it command, and it show the number of evidence present in the this city, and one city this Chicago and Houston. It is present the number of belongs to the evidence. By this command you can show the data of the city of the residents, which city belongs to residents, number of residents. Now let's move for the average marks using the having clause. How to here the having over here we have to get the average marks of the greater than 80. And now let's run it and get the data. It is a course chemistry. It is get the 80 marks over here 80, but in computer science it get the marks 85 over here 80. And now in the physics it get the marks 90 over here 80. Now let's move for the how to get the maximum marks of the gender, which get the gender maximum marks over here 85. Now run it command, then let's see the it is get the female maximum marks of the 85 over here 85. Now get the male marks 90 marks of the over here 85. Now let's move for the syntax of cross join. Select table 1 dot column name 1 table 2 dot column name 2, and here the multiple column of the table, and from table 1 cross join table 2. And now let's move for the practical. And here I'm already written here the code from the students and enrollment number. Now let's run it and show the data according to all the data. Here the all the data showing through the both of table. Here the first of the student ID show the all the data, and second of all the data it is a multiple first row of the second table total, and second column second row of the second overall data, and first third is overall data second table, and fourth say overall the data for second table. Like this it will all the data come from the you can make. And now let's move for the next self join. Now let's move for the self join, and here the now now let's move for the self join. Self join is the it is a self join used to create a table by joining itself as there we two table. It makes temporary naming of at least one table in a SQL statement. First is a select keyword is column 1 column 2 column n from table 1 table. Here the alias table 1 and table 2 alias table 2, where the here and where keyword is the condition. And now let's move for the self join of the practical. I'm already written here the all the code of the self join. Now let's move for the now let's move for and here the select keyword s1 dot here the same table of the data evidence1 evidence2. It is show the all the data same table. It is the by using the self join. It is concept. And then either if as a students1 s2 dot name as a students2 s1 dot department from the s1 students s1 and join student s2 on s1 dot department equal to s2 dot department, and according to s1 dot department id and s2 dot students id, it will according to show the data all the from the table. Now let's run it and it is show the all the data. And thank you for watching my video. I will meet you next time. हेलो गाइज, वेलकम टू माय चैनल सीएससी टेक सॉल्यूशन में। आज की वीडियो में पढ़ने वाला है ज्वाइंस के बारे में। ज्वाइंस क्या होता है, व्हाट इज ज्वाइंस एंड वेयर इट इज यूज टू ज्वाइंस एंड कहाँ कहाँ हम यूज करते हैं और क्यों हम लोग पढ़ते हैं ज्वाइंस के। चलो आज के वीडियो में ज्वाइंस के बारे में पढ़ते हैं और स्टडी करते हैं कहाँ यूज करते हैं। एज द नेम ऑफ द एज द नेम सो ज्वाइंस मीन्स टू कंबाइन समथिंग। इन केस ऑफ एसक्यूएल ज्वाइंस मीन्स टू कंबाइन टू और मोर टेबल्स। ज्वाइंस मीन्स ये दो टेबल को कंबाइन करके एक डेटा इनसाइट्स निकालता है और एक डेटा फॉर्म करता है और इनसाइट्स फुल डेटा फॉर्म करता है, उसे कहते हैं ज्वाइंस। नाउ लेट्स मूव फॉर द नेक्स्ट वन। द एसक्यूएल ज्वाइंस क्लॉज टेक्स रिकॉर्ड फ्रॉम टू और मोर टेबल्स इन द डेटाबेस एंड कंबाइन इट टुगेदर। Now, NC Standards SQL defines 5 types of joins. Types of SQL joins, and there are different type of joins used in. Here is the first 5. It is a NC standard of the define 5 types of joins, and next it is I add to for the knowledge to what is the self joins. Now let's move for the इस वाई एसक्यूएल ज्वाइंस इज यूज। हम क्यों एसक्यूएल को एसक्यूएल ज्वाइंस को यूज करते हैं और क्यों पढ़ते हैं। नाउ लेट्स मूव फॉर द इफ you want to access more than one table through a select statement, then you have to use the join. If you want to combine two or more table, then SQL joins statement is used. It combines rows of the tables in one table and one can retrieve the information by a select statement. The joining of the two more tables is based on common field between them. The joining of two or more tables is based on the common field between them. SQL inner join, also known as simple join, is most commonly used type of join. Now let's move for the inner join. The inner join is to select all matching row or column in both table or as long as defined condition is valid. इनर ज्वाइन यूज करते हैं जो भी डेटा है फर्स्ट टेबल में सेकंड टेबल में अगर मैच कर रहा है उसको डेटा को फैच करने के लिए हम लोग इनर ज्वाइन को यूज करते हैं और विदाउट रिडंडेंसी यूज टू रिट्रीव द डेटा फ्रॉम द टू टेबल एंड कंबाइन टू टेबल एंड गेट डेटा without redundant data, and we have to get the unique data. And now let's move for the syntax of inner join. Is first is a select keyword, column 1, column 2, column 3. It is the column 1, column 2, column 3. It is a both table from the coming there, and from table 1 inner join table 2 on table 1 of the column
table 2 of the column. Now let's move for the practical. For the practical, here the students table, enrollment table. Now here the some field of the table to create the, now run it to create table, and also run it students enrollment table to run it, and here the successfully created a both table in students and enrollment number of the students. Here the students ID, name, age and department of the students. Here the enrollment ID of the students. Students ID is a working foreign key. Here is the primary key of the first table of the students, and here is the students course and semester. Now let's move for the inserting the data of the students in a table of the students. Run it, and here the insert 5 row factored in a table, and let's run it also to insert the data in a table. Now the 5 row affected. Now let's move for the practical of the inner join. Select students ID, students name, enrollment course, enrollment semester, which semester, and now we the from students, and here they use the inner query between enrollments or students table. Here the inner join query in between students and enrollments, and here where it is apply first students of ID and enrollments of students ID. Here the both are common in the table. Here the you can see students ID in the also present enrollment is a working the foreign key. Here is the primary key working in the first table in the primary key. Now let's run it this command and show the data. It is show all the data. It is present in the first table and second table. It is the fetch the data, common data, and we can also do this all the things by the alias. We can create A's, and either A's, we can create as A's, and also create as a E, and also by it is a alias, and we can also use here age as. This is the alias, but we can it is not recommended, but we can also create as. It is also present, it is referred as a students table. E, it is the enrollment table. E by, and also it is as and E, and let's run it command. It is reduced some line of code, and it's also same data fetching from the table, but two table, and in students ID, name, course and semester. Now let's move for the left join. Left join, if you want to retrieve the data from one table and whatever matching the data from second table, then you want to get the data from all the data from first table, and whatever matching and not matching and not matching, then you want to retrieve the data from second table. Then it is helpful for you to want to put all of the data from first table. It is use the left join, and it is also say that left outer join. The left join is used to retrieve all records from the left table, table 1, and the matched row or column from the right table, table 2. If both table do not contain any matched row or column, it return the null. Syntax of left join. first is use the select command, select a keyword and select column 1, column 2, column n from the both table using, and write here the both table from the both table, and from keyword table 1 here the use the left join table 2 where it is apply on table 1 of the column and table 2 of the column, those who are matching from both table, same type of table. Now let's move for the practical of the left join, and we can here the user only change it to left, it is the left join. Now let's run it, and so it is present both of the both table in a data. It is show the table, it is show all the data whatever present in the first table, and matching of take from the another table, and it is a involvement table. It is both are match table, match data from both table, then it will show the all the data, and if it is not to match both of the table, then it is not match the, then not show the all the data from the both table. Now let's move for the right outer join. Right outer join and right join, you can also simply say that the right join is used to retrieve all records from the right table, table 2, and match the row or column from the left table, table 1. If both table do not contain any matched row or column, if return null. This is say to us whatever the present the data from the second table, it is show all the data through the right join. If it is, and whatever match or not match, if it not match then return null, and if it match then return data, and it is not match from the both table data, then it will return null data. Now let's move for the practical of the right join. And we can simply here the use right, it will make the right join. Don't change other things. If you want to, and other case, if you have a other table, and if you want to join query operate, then you have to remember it, the first column and second table of the column, first table of the column and second table of the column, or at least one matched both of the table and reference, then you can show all the data from the both table. Otherwise you can't retrieve the data both table. You can see if you use the right join, then whatever you use the first table, then it show the all the right second table of the data, not so from the first table of the data, and it is not valid for the if it is not use the reference and both column matched. Now let's move for the full join. Full join and full outer join, it is a combination result set of the both left join and right join. The joined tables return all records from both the table, and if not match are found in the table, it place null. It is also called a full outer join. Now let's move for the syntax of full joins. Select column 1, column 2, column S from multiple of the column here the present, and from table 1 full join here the use keyword, and table 2 where to perform the data, perform the join query, on table 1 of the column and table 2 of the column, it is matched of the both column of the table. Now let's move for the practical of the full join. And here the only have to use the full, then it will become a full join. Let's run it. It also same data show because they not mismatched of the data and through the primary key and foreign key. That's why it is show the all the data by using the foreign full join. If it is not match some data, then it will show the null value through null value, and if it is match, then it will show the actual data. If it not match, then it will show the null value. Now let's move for the cross join. SQL cross join operation is in SQL is used to combine multiple table together in a single table. Now let's show if you want to use cross join to combine two different table, when we will get the Cartesian product of the sets of the row from the join table, when each row of the first table and combine with each row from the second table, it is known as the Cartesian join or cross join. After performing the cross join operation, the total number of rows present in the final table will be equal to the product of the number of the row present in the table 1 of and number of row present in the table 2. Now let's move for the syntax of the syntax of cross join. Select table 1 dot column name 1, table 2 dot column name 2, and here the multiple column of the table, and from table 1 cross join table 2. And now let's move for the practical, and here I'm already written here the code from the students and enrollment number. Now let's run it and show the data according to all the data. Here all the data showing from through the both of table. Here the first of the student ID show the all the data, and second of all the data, it is a multiple first row of the second table total, and second column second row of the second overall data, and first third is overall data second table, and fourth say overall the data second table. Like this, it will all the data come from the you can make. And now let's move for the next self join. Now let's move for the self join. It is a self join used to create a table by joining itself, as there be two table. It makes temporary naming of at least one table in a SQL statement. First is a select keyword column 1, column 2, column n from table 1 table, here the alias table 1, and table 2 alias table 2, where the here and where keyword is the condition. And now let's move for the self join of the practical. Now let's move for the self join of the practical. SQL first is select keyword s1 dot name as a student 1, s2 dot name as a student 2, and s1 dot department from the student s1 student s2. Here the same table using in the join query, and that's why we say the self join. And here the use the on the s1 dot department equal to s2 dot department, and s1 dot student id not equal s2 dot student id. Here the not operator of the SQL server. In the SQL server, it is the most commonly used to not equal operator introduced by SQL server. हेलो गाइज, वेलकम टू माय चैनल सीसी टेक सोल्यूशन में। आज की वीडियो में बताने वाले एसक्यूएल इंजेक्शन के बारे में। क्या होता है एसक्यूएल इंजेक्शन, चलिए आज की वीडियो में समझाते हैं एसक्यूएल इंजेक्शन क्या होता है, कहाँ यूज करते हैं और क्यों हमारे डेटाबेस हैक हो जाते हैं। चलिए आज की वीडियो में समझते हैं। द एसक्यूएल इंजेक्शन इज अ कोड पेनिट्रेशन टेक्निक दैट माइट कॉज लॉस टू आवर डेटाबेस। इट इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट practiced web hacking techniques to place malicious code in SQL statement via web page input. SQL injection can be used to manipulate the application web server by malicious users. Now let's move for the how types of SQL injection attacks. The SQL injection attack can be more harm other than passing the login algorithm. Some of the SQL injection attack includes first point is updating, deleting, and inserting the data, and attacks can modify the cookies to poison a web application database query. It is executing commands on the server that can download and install malicious program such as Trojan. We are exporting valuable data such as credit cards, details, emails and password to attacker remote server. ये SQL सर्वर की जो अटैकर बहुत सारे तरह के टेक्निक अपनाते हैं और बहुत सारे चीज़ों को हम लोग उसे वैल्यूएबल डेटा को एक्सपोर्ट कर लेते हैं, क्रेडिट कार्ड लाइक email, password on the attacker remote server. The next point is getting user details. It is the simple form of the SQL injection web application typically accept user input through a form. The front end passes the user input to back the database for processing. Now let's move for the how detect SQL injection attack. Creating a SQL injection attack is not difficult, but when even the best of the good intention developer to make mistakes, the detection of SQL injection is therefore an essential component of creating the risk of an SQL injection attack. Web application firewall can detect and block basic SQL injection attack, but we should depend on it as sole preventive measure. हम लोग कैसे इसे डिटेक्ट करते हैं एसक्यूएल इंजेक्शन को बाय इंजेक्टिंग a component of creating and risk of the SQL injection attack, and we have to prevent it by firewall. You can detect by firewall the SQL injection. Now let's move for the next one, the intuition detection system IDs is both network based on the host base. It can be tuned to detect SQL attack network based on IDs and can monitor all connection to database server and flag suspicious activity. That host based IDs can monitor web server logs or alert when something strange happening. Now let's move for the impact of SQL injection. The intruder can retrieve all the user data present in the database such as user details, credit cards, information and social security number of, and can also gain access to protect area like the administrator portal. It is also possible to delete the user data from the table. These days all the online shopping application, bank transaction use backend database server. If the intruder can exploit SQL injection, the entire server is compromised. Now let's move for the next point of the how to prevent SQL injection attack. We should use user authentication to validate input from the user by predefining length, input type and the input field. Now let's move for the next point, restricting the access privilege of the user and defining the amount of data any outsider can from the database. Generally the user cannot be granted permission to the access everything in database. Now let's move for the next point. We should not use system administrator account. Now let's move for the next point of the SQL insert statement. SQL insert statement is a SQL query. It is used to insert a single and or multiple records in table. There are two ways to insert data in a table. First is by specifying column names and without specifying column name. First is a command insert into table name and values, value 1, value 2, value 3. It is the column value. Now let's move for the insert the data. Now let's move for the insert into table name in column 1, column 2 and column 3 values, value 1, value 2. This the by specifying the column name space column name, and it is the without column name specifying the column data. हेलो गाइस, वेलकम टू माय चैनल सीसी टेक सॉल्यूशन में आज के वीडियो में बताने वाले एसक्यूएल व्यू एंड एसक्यूएल स्टोर प्रोसीजर एंड एसक्यूएल ट्रिगर के बारे में। चलिए लेट्स आज के वीडियो में स्टार्ट करते हैं। व्हाट इज एसक्यूएल व्यू एंड नाउ लेट्स मूव फॉर द एसक्यूएल प्रोवाइड्स द कंसेप्ट ऑफ व्यू व्हिच hides the complexity of data and restricts the unnecessary access to database. It permits the user to access only particular column rather than the whole data of the table. The view in a structured query language is considered as a virtual table which depends on the sets of the predefined SQL statement. Like the SQL table, view also stores the data in row and column, but the row do not have any physical existence in a database. Any database administrator and user can easily create view by selecting the column from one or more database table. They can also delete and update the views according to their needs. A view can store either all the records of the table or a particular records from the table using where clause. Syntax of view to create now let's go for the create view name as select it is a present in our already created table name, and select it is all out of retrieve the data from another table in a view from and where clause to condition to filter the all the data whatever we want to show in view. Now let's move for the SQL stored procedure. A stored procedure in a structured query language is group of logical statements stored in a database for performing a particular task. It is a sub program consisting of a name, a list of parameter and transact SQL statement. Now let's any user can store the stored procedure as a name object in the SQL database and can call it by using the trigger or other procedure and other programming applications such as Java, PHP and R languages, C, Sharp, Python and etc. SQL database creates and execute plan and store it in the cache memory. When the stored procedure is called for the first time, the plan is reused by the SQL server which execute the stored procedure quickly with the reliable performance. Now let's move for the syntax of the stored procedure. Create a procedure. Here is the procedure name as and select the start from all the data in a stored procedure from the table and go. Now let's move for the trigger. A trigger in a structured query language is set of procedure statement which are executed automatically when there is any response to certain events on a particular table in the database. Triggers are used to protect the data integrity in database, and in SQL this concept is same as the trigger in real life. For example, when we pull the gun trigger, the bullet is fired.
गाइस, वेलकम टू माय चैनल सीसी टेक सॉल्यूशन में। आज की वीडियो में बताने वाला हूँ एसक्यूएल सर्वर के ट्यूटोरियल में एसक्यूएल रिलेटेड ऑब्जेक्टिव क्वेश्चन। नाउ लेट्स मूव फॉर द स्टार्ट टुडे वीडियो। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज द व्हाट इज द फुल फॉर्म ऑफ द SQL? SQL stands for SQL Query Language. Here the second option is right option. Now let's move for the next questions. Which of the following is not a valid SQL type? The first is a float, second is a numeric, third is a decimal, and fourth is a character. Third option is a character. SQL is not a value SQL type. Now let's move for the which of the following is not a DDL command? The first option is a truncate, second is alter, fourth is a third is a create, fourth is a update. Now here is the fourth option is right option, not a DDL command. Next question, which of the following are TCL command? First option is a commit and rollback, fourth is a update and truncate, third is a select and insert, fourth is a grant and revoke. First option is right option to TCL command, commit and rollback. Now let's move for the next question. Which statement is used to delete all row in a table without having a log action? First is a delete and second is remove, and third is a drop, and fourth is a truncate. Here the fourth option is a right option to without having logged, it can delete all the row from the table. Now let's move for the next question. So SQL view are also known as the first known as virtual table. It is a right option to second is a right option to. Next question is SQL views are also known as a virtual table. It is a next. It is a second option is a right option for the SQL views. Now let's move for the next question. So how many primary key can have in a table? Only one primary key can have a table. Now let's move for the next question. Which data type can store unstructured data in a column? Now let's first is a character, and second is a raw, and third is a numeric, fourth is a vector. Second option is a right option. It is not a it can be store unstructured data. Raw second option is a right option. It can be store the unstructured data. Now let's move for the next questions. Which of the following is not conflict in SQL? Now first is a primary key, second is a not null, third is a check, fourth is a union. Fourth option is a right option. It is not a conflict in SQL. Now let's move for the next question. Which of the following is not a valid aggregate function? First is a count, second is a compute, third is a sum, fourth is a max. Second is a right option. It is not a valid aggregate function. Now let's move for the next question. Which data manipulation command is used to combine the record from one or more table? First option is select, second is a project, third is a join, and fourth is a product. Third option is a right option to combine a record more or one or more tables. Now let's move for the next question. Which operator is used to compare a value to a specified list of value? First is any, second option is a between, third is a all, and fourth is in. It is right option of the fourth option. It is here the specified value, whatever it present in a column, it is fetch all the data from the table. Now let's move for the next option. Next question is what operator test column for absence of data? First is a not operator, second is a exist operator, and third is null operator, fourth is none of above. Third is a right option is null. Now let's move for the next questions. Now let's move for the next question. In which of the following cases DML statement is not executed? First is when existing row unmodified, when a table is deleted, when some row are deleted, all of the above. Second is right option to when a table is not. Now let's move for the next question. If we have not specified ask ACDC after a SQL order by clause, the following is
following is used by default. First is DSC, and second is ASC. Third is often is there is no default value. Fourth is none of the mention. Second is right often. It is a by default. It is by default order by the data whenever we not specified. Now let's move to the next questions. Which of the following statement is true? Truncate can free the table while delete does not. Both truncate and delete statement free the space, free the table space, and both truncate and delete statement does not free the table space. Next is delete free and table space while truncate does not. And first is the right option of the following is true. Truncate free the table space while delete does not. Now let's move for the next questions. A command that lets you change one or more field in a table is first is a insert, second is a modify, third is a lookup, and fourth is a all of the above. Second is a right option. Second is right option to modify the whatever we want to change that one or more field in a table. Now let's move for the next question. Which of the following is also called a inner join? First is self join, second is a equijoin, third is a non-equijoin, fourth is a none of above. Second is a right option. It is also called a equijoin. Natural join, inner join, also called a equijoin. Following is true. The having clause, similar to where clause but is used for column rather than groups. Similar to where clause but is used row and rather than column. Similar to where clause but is used for group rather than row. And fourth is exactly like where clause. Third is the right option. Similar to where clause but is used for group rather than rows. Now let's move to the next questions. Dash clause create a temporary relation for the query on which it's defined. First is a with, second is a from, third is a where, fourth is a select. First is a right option. With clause create a temporary relation for the query on which it's defined. Now let's move for the next of questions. Dash command make the updates performed by the transaction permanent in database. First is a rollback, second is a commit, third is a truncate, delete, fourth is a delete. If second is a right option to commit the data all of the in whenever we want to permanent save the data in a database. Now let's move for the next questions. Which command is used to change the definition of a table in SQL? First is a create, second is update, third is alter, and fourth select. Third is the right option to change the definition in a table of a table in a SQL. Now let's move for the next question. Which types of join is used to return row and do not have matching value? First is a natural join, third is a outer join, fourth is a equijoin, fifth is a all of above. Second is the right option. It is return the all the data do not have whatever is not matching the data. Now let's move for the next question. Which of the following is the basic approach for joining table? First is a union join, second is a natural join, and third is a subquery, fourth is all of above. Fourth is a right option to basic approach for joining table. Now let's move for the next option. Next questions. Dash is not a type of concept in SQL language. First is from foreign key, primary key, unique key, alternate key. Fourth is the right option. Is not a type of alternate key is not a type of concept in SQL language. Now let's move for the next question. Dash is a program that perform some common action on database. The data also stored in the database. First is a stored procedure, second is a trigger, third is a stored function, and fourth is none of above. First is a write button is a program that perform the some action on database data also stored in a database. Now let's move for the next questions. Which of the following operator can be used with the multiple row subquery? First is a equal, second is a between, third is a not in, fourth is a not equal. Third is a right option to use the with the multiple row subquery. Now let's move for the next questions. Dash is the constant that can be defined only at the column level. First is a unique, second is a not null, third is a check, and fourth is a primary key. Second is a right option is not null is a constant that can be defined only at the column level. Thank you for watching my video. I will meet you next time.